hope you're doing well. Okay, so before moving on to further examples of situations for which we need to learn some verbs and maybe more specific and difficult vocabulary, I decided to make this video on a basic vocabulary that is needed to start with. Maybe I know it may be boring because they are the days of the week that are written here. The days of the week, the months of the year, numbers. And I decided to conjugate the verb llamarse, which does not have a literal translation into English. It's the verb that we use when we want to say or when we are asked to say our name. In my case, my name's Sergio. We'll see a specific verb that is used in those cases because I decided to make a video, the following one, in which we'll work on introducing ourselves so that that verb, llamarse, to say one's name, is an absolute useful verb to use in those situations. So far we've seen the verbs ser, estar, to be, tener, to have, desear, to wish, and necesitar, to need. These last two, we saw them when we worked on the subjunctive mood. I don't know if you remember, but I wish you were here. I need, deseo que estés acá, necesito que vayas a tal lado. Well, when I gave you those examples, I showed you how to use those verbs. So, as I said at the beginning of the video, I didn't want to add more verbs by now because it may be too much information. Then when we see in one of the next videos, I'll teach you the four models that we have, the three models. I was thinking in the Latin models of the verbs. Now in Spanish it has three models when it's a regular verb, of course. When it's irregular, you have to learn them either by heart or by practicing them. That makes more sense than by heart. So we won't see any further verbs for today unless this but this case, llamarse, that we'll see at the end of the lesson. I guess I'll split this video into two. So at the end of this video or the next video, if I split it like this, we'll see llamarse. Let's start with the days of the week. In Spanish we say los días, el día, los días, it's masculine. De la, of the, de is a preposition of. The week, la semana. The week is singular and it's feminine. I wrote them in capital letters so that you can see them better, but we don't write the days of the week in capital letters in Spanish. I know you do in English. You have to start. If you write it like this, the first letter is a capital one, Monday. We don't do this, sorry. Unless it's the first word in the sentence, of course. We do like this, lunes. No capital letters. Lunes, Monday, martes, Tuesday, Wednesday, miércoles, Wednesday, jueves, Thursday, viernes, Friday, sábado, Saturday, and domingo, Sunday. For the plural forms, this is very important. From lunes to viernes, the singular and the plural are the same. The article is el because it's masculine. The days of the week have the masculine article. They are masculine nouns. El lunes, el martes, all of them are masculine. If we want to make the plural form, we don't add anything. We both say el lunes, los lunes. El martes, los martes, because los is the plural of el. Do you remember? Los jueves, los viernes. In the final case, on the other way, we do have to make changes to express the plural form. As I told you in one of the previous videos, as sábado ends with a vowel, we just add the s, sábados, if we are talking about more than one Saturday. The same in Sunday, domingos, los sábados, los domingos. In English, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, etc. But in Spanish, these only 2 days make the plural form. Domingos, Sunday. This is for the days of the week. And something I don't want to forget something very important that we do in Spanish, and to compare it with the way you do it in English. If we want to say that an action takes place on a specific day of the week, I know that in English you say on Monday. On Monday, on Mondays. We do not use a preposition and just keep the article, el lunes. Let's see an example. El lunes or los lunes if it's the plural form. For example, if you say, I'm always at home on Mondays. So how do you think we express that in Spanish? I'm always in Spanish is we say siempre. So now that you know how to say always, I guess that you can make that sentence in Spanish. I let you think for a few seconds. Let's see. You first try to do it. It's not that hard. I'll do it, of course. I'm always at home on Mondays. Siempre, yes, we start by the adverb. Siempre estoy. En casa, remember that most times we don't use the pronoun. Siempre estoy en casa. Los lunes. So for the days of the week, we don't use a preposition before the day of the week. We just use the article in its singular form, whether the sense of that day is in the singular form or in the plural form when we need to do this form. As we are talking about every Monday or Mondays in general, remember that the plural doesn't change, that the word doesn't change for the plural, so siempre estoy en casa los lunes. This is this is the translation of this sentence. You say on Mondays, we say los lunes. Now let's move on to the months of the year. Well, as for months, I didn't write the translation into English because it's not necessary. They are very similar. And besides, we start with the first month of the year, January. And then we move on in order to the following months. January, enero, febrero, marzo o marzo in Spain, abril, mayo, junio, julio, agosto, septiembre, octubre, noviembre, and finally December. In Spanish, most times we say septiembre, but la Real Academia Española I don't know if this institution uses a translation into English, but it would be something like, no, it would be exactly the Royal Spanish Academy. This academy is the institution that that sets the rules for Spanish. This institution accepted the use of the word septiembre without this P. I guess it was in the 1970s because I was at school by that time in first grade, so I remember that the teacher always said, you can say septiembre or septiembre. Now both of them are considered correct. But before that, you know that every language has rules, but what determines the way people speak finally is the way they use their language. If everyone says septiembre, no one says septiembre, this will disappear someday, and this will become the new word septiembre for this month. But up to now, both are considered correct, and sometimes I say septiembre and others I say septiembre. The way I utter it in a specific moment, I don't know, maybe tomorrow I'll say septiembre, I don't know. These months, well, these are all the months of the year, and I forgot to say, we say the months of the year, los meses del año. Un mes, mes is masculine, it's the singular, el mes, and the plural, los, and we add the es ending for the plural. Los meses del año. I don't remember if I told you that we only have 2 contractions in Spanish, no more than that. De el, we never say del año, we say del año. It's to avoid cacophony, so it doesn't have anything to do with formal or informal situations. We always say del. We never say del, unless we keep on thinking, los meses de el año. In that case, it's okay, but if we are fluent, if we are speaking fluently, los meses del año. And the other case is a él. For example, I'm going to the supermarket, then we'll see the verb to go in Spanish. Voy al supermercado. We don't say voy a el supermercado, we say voy al. Voy means going to. Going, sorry, the to is here. So we always say al. These are the only cases of contractions in Spanish.